Interesting. Interesting. Oh yeah. Can you hear me? Anybody there? All right. Let's see. Haven't been on live in a while, so everything seems kind of new. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot. I had this this piece of tape right here covering myself up. Haha! Look at my messed up fro. I tried to get the the reverse Kevin Yellow look going on, you know. There you go. Yep. Actually, it didn't work out. But anyways, I got to clean up. Yep, I got to clean up. I got to conform to society, and I got to get a haircut. I got to shave. So I got a court date coming up for a speeding ticket. So yep, went out there and bought a razor. So I got a whole bag full of attachments, and yeah, so pretty much I will be doing that probably off stream. I can't do my own hair anyway, so I'll mess it up, and then it's pretty good. Probably just shave all of this off, you know, trim all of that down, because when you go in front of the court and the judge, if you're not politically correct, or if you're not trying to conform and play the game and follow some rules, then they'll feel like, well, you got a speeding ticket because you didn't want to obey the rules, and now you come to their courtroom and you disrespect, you know, the judge or his courtroom, and then that's a whole nother game. So I'm thinking, usually I don't fight my tickets. I just pay it. This time he gave me the ticket. He didn't even ask the normal questions like, you know why I pulled you over? He just said, give me your license. He went back there. It was 4 a.m. in the morning. I was on a road trip coming back from Pennsylvania to Tennessee. And it was early in the morning, had the family in the car, or the kids in the car, and I was tired. So I just gave him my license. He went back there, did his thing. He came back. He gave me he gave me the citation. And basically he said, there's no prepayment. You have to go to court because of the speed. And again, I wasn't really thinking too much of it. So I just took my licks and kept on going. And later on, I looked down at the ticket and read it. Yeah, he said I was going 29 over the speed limit. So now I'm pretty much have to get a haircut. And I don't want to go in there looking like the reverse of Kevin Yellow here. You know, all of this was going to grow out. It was all going to grow out, and eventually it was going to, connect in the back. But now I don't have the time to play with it and let it grow out. So I'm going to be eventually, finally, I'm going to be conforming to society, you know, conforming to what I'm supposed to look like, and I'm supposed to be, you know, just. I can't. I can't do all that stuff on stream, so I'll probably. This is what it is. So the next time everybody sees it, it'll be a lot shorter. I mean, I guess I could get some gel. I could slick it back, you know. I could slick it all back, and then try to look somewhat respectable for the court. Shave off probably majority of this, you know, so that the judge doesn't think that I'm coming in there all like all disrespectful, you know. So yeah, I mean, you gotta didn't have I haven't been streaming, so I wasn't able to do any fun videos. So now I'm just gonna shave it off and lose whatever. Anyways, that's enough of that. So next time I do a stream, all of this will probably be cut. Let's see what we got. I've already cooked up some eggs and mini sausages. So that's why I called it breakfast anytime. Usually, I don't eat breakfast, so I was gonna just cook, and then I had already cooked, and the live stream didn't go on. So here's for those people that cut it, scoop it, like Kevin Yellow said. You know, some people scoop it, cut it. I'm gonna go ahead and just do it the way that I do it. So we go ahead and cut it all the way down on both sides. And this is probably the way that Kevin thought that people do it. And then Alex was like, Moonfei was like, no, you scoop it out. So I go like this. I already made the cut, so I twist it, and then one side is going to have the seed in it. So I go ahead and take the seed out by giving it a twist, and the seed comes out. So if Kevin Yellow and those people that were in that stream that he was looking at, or that he was doing, and when they were talking about it and debating it, that's what I do. And then I said, yes, I do cut it. So sometimes I'll go in here and just, you know, go like that, and then give it some cuts. You got to be careful. If your knife is too sharp, it'll go through and it'll cut through the other side. So you don't want to cut your palm or your fingers or anything like that. And then I think she said, yeah, you just take it from the sides and then you like this, so that it all comes out. Put this right in front of me so that it's all messy, but at least we can get it on camera here for the little streams. It's like once in 6 months or whatever. I can't remember when the last stream I had. And then get all of that out there, and then you discard the skins. I already washed my hands, so yep. So should I just say F the system and go in there looking all raggedy, take my licks and keep on ticking? Or should I go in there and try to plead my case and say not guilty, and, you know, maybe they'll side with me? But I know I'm not getting off, you know, scot-free. I know that they're still going to give me a ticket. So no matter what, this might be the ticket, because like I said, I don't fight my tickets. So this might be the ticket that puts me over, and then I lose my license for 6 months, or, you know, whatever suspension they decide to do. So it's going to give you a car update and everything. I could do that. So all the parts for the car were coming in, and ran into issue after issue. Seems like each step of the way that I was trying to get, I'd come into a wire that was broke. I'd have to, get some stuff. So I had to wait for those parts to come in. And then slowly but surely, those parts came in. So I got this wiring depinner. So you put the little attachments on the side here, and let's say I was using this attachment. I would use this attachment, and then I would take the plug, or the plug of the wire, and then I'd have to depin each wire and then re-pin them into another connector. So I have two connectors that I have to repin, and then I came into the window washers that do the spraying of the window washer fluid. So both of them were not working as strong. So I went ahead and got some more wiring, and I retubed both sides of the window washers. So we're gonna have a split system in here. This is gonna go to the pump and the reservoir, and then both sides will go up. And then there's a check valve on both sides that I had to install. So I cut the tube and then installed the check valve in here. It's a one-way valve, and one of these were blocked on the old system. So I was able to salvage and reuse some pieces. So these ones will go up here, and then they'll spray out the water to the windshield after it's all said and done. So that's going. And another big thing that I ran into was the radiator that I got was it was wrong. So I tried to do a makeshift, cut back the hose, put a extension in there with a brass uh, extension, and then refit it. That didn't work out because after I filled it up with coolant, it started leaking. So I tightened everything up. And you said pay a lawyer? Nah. I talked to two lawyers. One said he was busy. He was doing court hearings all day. The other lawyer said he wanted a $3,000 retainer. And I'm like, it's not worth $3,000. So I'll probably, if I'm looking at both sides, worst case scenario, I lose my license, and I I get I guess I'll get like an e-bike that I've been looking at. It's called the Electric XP4 750 watt motor. It goes about maybe 25 to 28 miles per hour, up to maybe 60. By an extended battery, I can probably get it up to like 80 miles per day, but I won't be driving that much anyways. Let's see what else we're having here in the chat. What's up, Suzanne? What's up, Scary? What's up, Hollywood? Sorry, I just said hi to everyone, but I didn't say hi to individual people. So yeah, you shaved your head yesterday. Well, yeah, I thought about it. And then I'd be clean, Mr. Clean. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, the court date's coming up in 2 days. I've already wasted a month by calling a couple of lawyers, got pissed off that, they wanted such a high fee. And I was like, nope, I guess I'll go in there and speak my piece and then just take whatever. Uh, I need to build a steel building. I definitely would like a detached shop or a detached garage so I could do more than just what I have in the single car garage that's currently being held by the damaged Prius Prime. So, but all in all, everything is good. So yeah, 3,000 versus my license. Like I said, man, I don't really give a shit. If that's the system, then let the system be the system. Um, let's walk over here, see if they have. I don't know if I put this on video already, but so here's the Prius Prime. We have gas on this side, and then we have the electric the electric port on this side, so we can charge it, or we can use gas because it's a hybrid system. Back to my ugly mug here while we walk around to the other side. So I got everything started, and I was definitely almost done. And now I gotta pull everything open. I gotta open up everything. So here's what we look like right now. We got the headlights on. We have the whole front radiator support system in there. Um, we have all of this built up right here. All of this is new. All of this is new. All of the air intakes, the air box is new. I got a new battery, had to remount it. Basically, you can see the old part, and then it was a little bit mangled, but I'll repaint those little areas. This is all new black, everything. This one was not damaged, so this was good. And this one here was not damaged, so I'll put that one back on. But this is the new headlights. The most expensive part of this build right here is the headlights. And then you got your air shutter down at the bottom right here. So all these pieces were new, and some that I salvaged and glued and got them to work. So this one here, as you can see, I glued it up a little bit. This is literally the sound of the car because it's so quiet. This is the sound that makes it like, hey, I'm a quiet car, and it's like, so that people know that it's in the area. So I got to open up all of this, remove the headlights. I got to do everything just to get the system out of here, and that's the radiator. So, like I said, I tried to makeshift it. I added uh, this copper tube in here, and I had to cut back the hose. And all in all, like I said, the radiator still turned out to be not good. So I had to buy another radiator, wait for that to come in. Once that came in, now I gotta buy, or I already got the tubes. So I gotta do that. I went to the store to look for a turkey baster, and I was gonna turkey baste, suck out all the coolant so that when I open up the thing, then it wouldn't lose all the fluid again. So here's what the old radiator looked like, all mangled and all damaged up. But All right. And then a lot of the parts. So instead of the turkey baster, I got a liquid transfer pump, and this is what that looks like. It's a liquid transfer pump. I'm going to be transferring all of that liquid out of those areas so that it doesn't fall. I'll be replacing the hoses. So I got hoses, this one for the upper, this for the bottom, and then this smaller one is for the part that I had to cut back. And I ran into the cable. So this cable here opens and closes the hood, and I have the actual locking mechanism. So this is for the hood lift. I mean, there's a lot of little parts and everything that I have to do. So all of that, I still have the hood here. I have the other stuff laying around here. So yeah, all of that is still in the works. I picked up a tube of some kind of seam sealer. So I had to pick up this seam sealer because the new polyurethane adhesive auto seam sealer. So the new hood that I got, it's aluminum, and the two aluminum pieces and fenders, anything that you want to change, that they have the aluminum pieces that come together, and there's a seam, and usually you'll find like a rubbery type of it's polyurethane, and there's a seal. So hey, what's up, Kevin? You just missed the avocado cut, so make sure you go back and see how I cut that avocado and see if it matches the way that you cut your avocado. But I also just showed the car that's been taking a hella long time. So the new radiator finally did come in. So that's the new radiator. So let me just quickly show something here. So when I first got it, I was like, okay, cool, brand new part, it's good to go. I went and I just counted the holes, you know. So basically, I just made sure everything was good. Come to find out that even though I did that, the hole right here on the other radiator wasn't the right size. So I had to devise a copper tubing in here, cut back the hose and make it fit. And then to come to find out, after I installed everything, I put the fluid and everything in there. And then later I found out that there was an extra hole up on the top. And that hole was supposed to be with another hose. And that it would allow the system to be good. And like I said, I was moving, or not moving actually, because it just took me a long time to actually take a look at it. And because it was past 30 days, I couldn't return it. So I bought the new one. That one, I already counted the holes. I measured them. They're all correct. I bought new hoses for all of that stuff to fit. And then I was ready. I was going to start digging in. And then the cable, what else? Freaking, they sent me 8 screws that I needed to use, and those screws were too short, so everything didn't line up. I mean, I just been ordering things between 3 different places. Actually, the hood I got from Alabama, and that one is literally right here, just waiting to be installed. So I put it on top of the bean bag so that it wouldn't be scratching up the floor. So, and now Always had radiator problems. Always leaked. Yep. I gave up on it. No, well, if you haven't seen the previous videos, or like literally 5 minutes ago, maybe 2 minutes ago, I was just in the garage, and um, that's the wrecked car. So the wrecked car that I've been trying to fix. So that's the one. Um, so that's what the radiator's for. Yep. Hey, Jams, what's up? Yeah, proof of life. It's just to say, hey, even though I don't do these things often, at least just says, hey, I'm still here. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Um, I was gonna clean up and get ready for court because I got a speeding ticket, 29 over. So I was showing that stuff, and then I was gonna shave, but I didn't want to, you know, do that on live stream. So I went ahead and did the sides, but it's not enough. I mean, in order to go to court, I either have to gel the sides because they're not long enough to go back. So I have to gel the sides and maybe gel the top. So if I gel the sides and the top, then I'd still have to shave and cut this down to look somewhat presentable, so the judge doesn't feel like I'm disrespecting his courtroom. Um, yep. Other than that, how's everybody doing? I'm glad to see people took a moment to just stop in and say what's up. Like most of the time, I'm breakfast. I don't usually eat breakfast, and usually I wouldn't have breakfast at this time of day. So has anybody else had breakfast at midday? And if so, this is what I decided to do. So I got the mini sausages and the eggs, and then I cut the avocado so that people could compare their cutting style. Yep. One thing I do remember growing up, and when I went to visit my mom, she would take this, and if Kevin's still here or anybody who wants to try this, you pretty much take the avocado and you take some toothpicks, and you put some toothpicks in here, maybe 3. So one on, like, like kind of a triangle or something. Take 3 toothpicks and stick it in here, and then just set the avocado into a cup. Fill the cup up so the water is touching the bottom of the avocado. After a while, it'll start growing roots, and then maybe 4 to 6 months, it'll crack. And actually, an avocado plant or whatever will start to sprout from the top. And then many months probably after that, you keep growing it. And then I guess you can um, transplant it to a new area, or like a bigger pot, or actually put it into soil. But um, but that's how my mom, she starts out the plant. She'll have the the seed itself. It'll start to sprout and grow a new one. Daughter, she's like in college. On a any normal time, it's about hour 30 minutes maybe. If it's traffic, then maybe it's closer to 2 hours drive. So on the weekend, or sometimes she'll just call, and she'll be like, she's not doing anything that day. She's kind of missing me or whatever. Then I'll drive down to her, and then we'll go grab some In and Out, or some sushi, or seafood boil, or Texas Roadhouse steak or something like that. And then we'll hang out just for a little bit, and then I'll drive back. But sometimes she comes down this way if she's not working. Um, I told her she didn't have to get a job, but she wants to stay busy. She wants to, continue to do stuff. So sometimes she'll work, but if she's not working, she'll come down, maybe visit me for the weekend. And then I also try to take more road trips. And with not having a license, if my license is going to be in jeopardy, then I'm just going to have to stop driving when I'm tired, so that I don't get pulled over. And I got to stop, uh, just use cruise control, I guess, make sure that I am going a certain speed, instead of coming off of the freeway. Your foot and your muscle memory is kind of set to a certain speed, maybe 70, 80. And now you're coming off to a country road, and I was on my last hour of the trip. So yeah, I'm tired. I'm on my last hour. Maybe my muscle memory was still, holding, the higher speed. And then you come off to a rural back road. And then those roads, they can be anywhere from 65 to, sometimes when it comes to a small little town, it comes all the way down to 35. And then right after a minute, you're passing the town, because it's a small town, and then it goes back up 45 to 55 to 65. So with all of those fluctuations of the speed, you just can't be tired. You have to always know what the speed is, so that you don't get caught speeding when you weren't really aware of it. So that's exactly what happened. Yep. So yeah, definitely more independent. First year she stayed in the dorms. We're coming up on the second year, so she's going to be moving into an apartment. The first year she wanted to do the apartment. We got apartment, we set it up, got everything ready, and then after a month, she had problems with roommates and neighbors and stuff like that. So we got her out of that. We put her in the dorm for her first year, and now that she's on her second year, she knows the area. She is more familiar with everything. So now she's going to be in a gated community, and she's going back to an apartment. So, yep. They used, on the paper, they said that they used radar, and they calibrated it that evening. So they calibrated it at 10 p.m. And the next morning, which is 4 a.m., that's when I got my ticket. And so that's what they got me for. So Gems, if you're still here, what do you think? I need to cut it all off. cut it all off and then go to court, or just gel it back and you know, not conform to the court's system, you know. Yeah, I don't have a laser jammer. I didn't even have my GPS on, which sometimes gives you a heads up, like there's a police up ahead, but it's based on users that drove by before you. If they identified that there was a police in the area, and then the laser jammers, uh, they tell you, I guess, if there's a laser coming at you, but by that time, when I saw him, I took my foot off the gas. I looked down. Yeah, I was going 15 over, but he said I was going 29 over. So I'm just going to go in there and say, not guilty. I don't believe I was going 29 over, and see what the judge has to say. Yeah, I definitely have to take at least this much off, like just cut it off right here, and then it'll be scruffily, and then trim all of this down, clean up clean up the sides, or I could just shave it off, and then everybody can see that this guy here cleans up nicely. I don't want to put a suit on. I don't even think I have a suit. So uh yeah, or I don't think I have anything that fits. So I hit it hard for a couple of months. I was eating good, and I was out there trying to walk and jog, and I got to get back into it. Honestly, I gained most of that back, so now I'm probably pushing back into the 200 club. So I went from 200 club, I went down to about 20 pounds. So from 200, I went down to like, or 205, I went down to 185. And now I'm back in the 200 club. So I got to start doing some stuff again. Alrighty. Appreciate you guys all coming in and saying hi. I'm going to go ahead and finish my breakfast, even though it's evening. You can have breakfast anytime. So remember that. You heard it here first at Sofa Kingdom 76. And peace out. Yeah, the hybrid bike. I was thinking about it. So it's electric XP4, 750 watts. So good sized motor, and it should give me about 50 to 60 mile range, and I can probably go 25 to 28 miles per hour, and you know that'll be fine. So all right, again, have a good one, and I'll see you on the other streams. Peace out.